What is physicality? What is the significance of existing on this planet only to pass and to leave behind a plethora of pain and suffering to those we leave behind? Or in many cases, we experience the opposite, where we are left with a truckload of tears and pain, and now it is we who are experiencing the loss of a father, a mother, a son, a daughter, a friend, or a family member dear to us. All these questions are valid and all have divine, powerful answers to those who are opened. These monumental moments in life are not only necessary but required as part of the cycles of this human experience. This is a physical reality in which mortality is an essential attribute. Many may not remember, and some will, but you chose to incarnate and experience what is it to be here in this 3D physical world. For others, this is a lie. Some people believe that as soon as your physical body expires, it exists like a light switch. One moment it is on, then it is off, and that's the end of you. For others, after experiencing the loss of a dear one, they raise their fist full of hurt and fury to the heavens, screaming to God in judgment for their loss and seeing God as the perpetrator of their pain. Not realizing this is an important natural cycle as a characteristic of this plane. Some may know and recognize what I'm about to say. Some may reject it. But what I will share will leave a light in the form of a code of the information encrypted deep in your soul's DNA, especially for those who are currently going through the loss of a dear one. You are not the physical body you see in the mirror. In your essence, you are conscious, white, loving energy. You chose to come here to leave your legacy, your history. You have the power of love behind you, the power of a divine being who created you. You are probably going to say, prove it. Look around. There is chaos, yes, but look deeply within the chaos. There is also order. There is beauty. There is love. And I know you have experienced love. Otherwise, you wouldn't feel the emotional hurt you experience when you lose a loved one. Please let me remind you what happens when one transitions. That person you lost, that beautiful soul, has fulfilled their life journey on this plane. Whether the person died of natural causes, a disease, an accident, or the person was young or old, believe it or not, how they die was also their choice. Every success, every failure, every joy, every tear was planned. The career, their parents, the siblings, all were first planned before their arrival here. And guess what? You also have a life planned. You also chose everything that have happened or will happen to you. Losing a family member or someone dear to you propels you into cycles that are in actuality a need as part of the evolution of your soul while here on earth. What are these cycles, you ask? The experience of losing someone triggers 5 natural stages that every human being must go through according to the laws set in this realm by this dimensional space of existence. These stages are denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. In the first stage, denial, the person will not accept the sudden reality of their loss. How long a person remains on this stage varies from person to person. As a gradual second stage manifests, anger, the person will aim their focus in the form of a blame and anger towards any direction they see fit, including family members, the medical field, and for some, as I said before, even God. This stage will eventually be processed and will give way to the third stage, bargaining. At this stage, the person finds itself hoping to discover a way to reverse the loss, even trying to seek the Most High in how the loved one can be returned. The fourth stage to follow will be depression, in which the person finds itself in deep solitude and sadness, contemplating for many hours their loss. Finally, the person comes into the fifth stage. At this final stage, acceptance, the person is not necessarily pleased or content, but has accepted this sad occurrence as part of life, acknowledging that they themselves will also be gone at some point in their life. The person will find themselves after this final stage at harmony within their hearts, returning to a more balanced lifestyle. Remember, you have died many times and have gone through this process more times that you cannot remember in previous life. Trust the process and be at peace with life so you can enjoy whatever time you have while in this human body. All is well, says the Lord. Trust the process. It is divinely guided, divinely planned, and divinely protected.